Hello, my name is Emily Turner, and because my last name starts with T, my topic includes discussion over why Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act is no longer needed, the benefits of overturning this section, and what social media/internet platforms will look like if it is overturned. So, first of all, what is the Communications Decency Act? According to infobloom.com, the Communications Decency Act is part of the Telecommunications Act passed by Congress in 1996. The Communications Decency Act was enacted by the United States to regulate or prohibit certain activities involving telecommunications, media, and devices. The Electronic Frontier Foundation says that Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act is one of the most valuable tools for protecting freedom of expression and innovation on the internet. But let's talk about why Section 230 is no longer needed. So CBS News says the regulation states, no provider or user of an interactive computer service shall be treated as the publisher or speaker of any information provided by another information content provider. What that means in practice is that internet companies are generally not liable if a user posts something illegal. So before Section 230 became law, internet services were required to be aware of and responsible for everything on their sites. Therefore, CDA 230 makes the U.S. a safe haven for websites that want to provide a platform for controversial or political speech and a legal environment favorable to free expression. According to Harvard Business Review, the protections spelled out in Section 230 were written a quarter century ago during a long-gone age of naive technological optimism and primitive technological capabilities. So much has changed since the turn of the century that those protections are now desperately out of date. It's time to rethink and revise those protections. When you grant platforms complete legal immunity for the content that their users post, you also reduce their incentives to proactively remove content causing social harm. Let's just say we've learned a lot since 1996. Harvard Business Review goes on to say that one thing we've learned is that we significantly underestimate the cost and scope of harm that posts on social media can cause. We've also learned that platforms don't have strong enough incentives to protect their brands by policing their platforms. Indeed, we've discovered that providing socially harmful content can be economically valuable to platform owners while posing relatively little economic harm to their public image or brand name. A critique of Section 230 reform is that it will stifle free speech, but that simply is not true. All of the duty of care proposals on the table today address content that is not protected by the First Amendment. There are no First Amendment protections for speech that induces harm, encourages illegal activity, or that propagates certain types of obscenity. Social media will definitely look different if Section 230 is reformed, but it'll be in a good way. It'll be less of a free-for-all and more of a regulated, safe place. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.